Hi everybody and good evening. It is Wednesday Q&A with myself, Philippa Fabry, education consultant, and tonight I'm also live streaming on Instagram. Yay! So hi to my Instagrammers. Lovely to have you with me this evening. This is 10 minutes. It is our Wednesday night quickie. It is a 10-minute Q&A session where I'm going to summarize the webcast that I did with my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Danny Ahing. Last Wednesday, we spoke about work ethic and productivity and how to assist your children with projects and handing in work and assignments at school. And we also gave some of you adults, moms and dads, some hacks and tips and strategies on how to be more productive at work and at home, of course. So I'm going to dive right in and I'm going to quickly summarize the 8 sort of breakdowns that could occur in terms of why somebody would be termed lazy or have output, and there goes my phone, or output failure or productivity, what we would call, there would be a lack of productivity. So output failure, or we sometimes call it laziness. So if you are watching, do you think laziness is a real thing or do you think it's a myth? Maybe put it in the comments. Let's try that again. Do you think laziness is a myth or is it something real? Put it in the comments. What do you think if you're watching? So I'm going to go through the 8 output failure issues. Number 1, I'm going to talk about motor breakdown. Okay, motor breakdown is where you struggle to put down in writing or you struggle with typing what you need to do. So that is motor breakdown. It has to do with your muscles of your hand where you are producing whatever it is that you are doing. The second thing is memory shortfall. And here we talk about your short-term memory and your working memory. Number 3 is your verbal expression. And hi Instagram, I'm glad to see that you are live with me. If you have a question or a comment, stick it in for me. So memory shortfall, your short-term memory and your working memory. You struggle to remember how to do something or to remember the steps in a certain process that you are busy with. Number 4, verbal expression. This is your ability to speak correctly or finding the right words when you are trying to produce something or say something or verbally express yourself correctly. Number 5, generating ideas. You struggle to think creatively or critically. Number 6, there's a lack of attention or an inattention or a distractibility. Sometimes we have ADHD that plays a role there. Number 7 is your energy is low. You have you're tired, you have a low energy, or you lack motivation. And number 8, we have, and I think I've missed out one, we have organization. You have an organization problem where you struggle to be organized, you lose your things, you're not, you're untidy. And the last one is production control, which is your ability to stick with a certain pace and to know how long something is going to take. So I'm going to quickly go through that because I definitely dropped one. Number 1 was your motor breakdown. Number 2, memory. Number 3, verbal expression. Number 4, generating ideas. Number 5, lack of attention. Number 6, low energy. Number 7, organization. And number 8, production control. Those are the 8 areas where there could be a breakdown with your productivity. All right. Then we talk about being able to do a project. Now with children, a lot of the questions that were coming in were, how do I get my child to tackle a project in time and to hand it in on time? Because there's always a last minute rush in terms of having to hand in something with their work. So there are two aspects to this whole debacle with projects. The first is, do they understand exactly what they're meant to do? So there's an input section. So they have to understand what it is they are needing to do. They need to break it down, and they need to know exactly how they are going to present that project. So we talk about the what and the when. What do they need to do, and by when do they need to do it? That is the one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is the output. Here they need to decide how they are going to present their project. We talk about the why and the how. So on the one side of the coin, it's the input, it's the what and the when, and on the other side, it's the why and the how, the output. So when we talk about the input side, we speak about you need to brainstorm what it is that you are being asked to do. You need to decide on a topic. If you don't have a topic, you need to decide on exactly what you're going to be doing the project on. You need to gather the information. That's the input. That's the one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, you need to decide what you need in order to be able to do that project. So gather your materials. Make sure if it's a poster, you've got the cardboard. If it's a presentation, you've got your slides and your template. And then the other one is your layout and how you're going to present that project. So that is it, guys. It's as simple as that. So the input is, has the child understood exactly what they are needing to do? And the output is, do they know how they are expected to present that particular project? Right, let's have a quick look at the comments before I finish off with some important information. Are there any questions coming through? We've got a comment, Tasneem. Hi, it's good to see you. And we have a Facebook user. Hey, back to you. On Instagram, any questions coming through about productivity? Are there any people, or is there anybody watching that feels that laziness is a myth? Is it something real? Or is it something that somebody, are you born lazy? I think there was a picture that I wanted to show. You might see a familiar picture in your home if you've got a teenager or somebody that is struggling to get going with their work. It's always, no, mom, don't worry, I'll do it. No, don't worry, I'm chilled, it's okay, I'm gonna do it, it's under control. And then the night before, when the test is due or the project is due, there's pandemonium and mayhem in the house. So I really just flew through that summary. If you want to watch the entire webinar that we did on this topic, you are welcome to go onto my Facebook page. I've got a link there that shows all the videos that we've done in the series. The work ethic and productivity was one video that we did. My Facebook page is there in the banner going along at the bottom. You can like my Facebook page for all the videos that we have done in the series. And then the other thing I wanted to speak to you about is my Facebook group called PFEC Village. And if you feel that you would like to belong to that group, you just search for it in Facebook and you ask to join. And that village is where we share and support one another, in particular dealing with school-related issues. Could be to do with anxiety, it could be to do with ADHD, it could be to do with medication, it could be to do with who to go and see if you're worried about your child. And the other thing I wanted to launch this evening is I'm doing an event which is called the Problem Package event, where again, what I'm doing is, if you are part of my village, the first 5 people that attend that event will be able to attend for free. So it is the 4-step solution for being able to bring me a problem that you might have, and we will find a solution together. And I will certainly walk along that road with you and make sure that the solution that I have proposed, you are able to follow and carry out. So please have a look at that event. It is also on my Facebook page. It's called the Problem Package Solution, and it is an event that I'm inviting you to. So Danny, hi, I see you are asking about learned laziness. When parents, normally moms do things for our kids which they can and should be doing for themselves. Not even sure there is such a thing. I think there is a learned laziness because the kids have kind of always waited for mom to do everything for them, pack away their clothes, carry their bags for them to school, pack their lunch, unpack their bag, hang up their uniform. We do so much for our kids instead of teaching them a little bit of independence. So I do think there is learned laziness, and I think eventually moms need to start sort of stepping aside and providing more responsibility for the kids to do. Otherwise, moms end up doing the projects and not the children. Hi, Zukiswa, she's watching. Awesome. Guys, I think that is it. It's 10 minutes. I didn't want to go longer than 10 minutes. Thank you for the support. Like I said, please like and share this video, pass it on to somebody that might benefit. There's so much more that I can share with you. I've written articles on this output failure. There's, like I said, the webinar that we did last week that you can watch again. And if you want some more info and you want to send me a question, please send me a message on Facebook. That address again is facebook.com/classroom support. That is my page. And then my group is PFEC, which is Philippa Fabry Education Consultant Village. And please go and join that. There are lots of freebies. There are lots of VIP invites to things. And I really take care of you in that group. So please go ahead there and join. And yeah, it's lovely spending this evening with you. I hope you've learned something new. And please feel free to DM me or send me a private message if there's anything else you'd like to know. Have a great evening, and we will see you next Wednesday. Good night.